Hi, good morning, gang. Good morning, Wednesday at 10 o'clock. Hi, Jane. Yes, I even don't know when the snow is really coming. I believe it's today, huh? We are going to have more of it and nice and cold. So, so somebody yesterday told me that she's very tired of winter, officially tired of winter. It's only February, so I guess it's pretty much the time to experience that. All right, so good morning. While I wait till more people join. I would like to invite you to grab 2 blocks, possibly a blanket if you need it underneath your knees. And we're gonna use a wall space to practice with. All right, so twists are practice to release, to rejuvenate. Many things are practiced for that reason, but twists really do the miracle. And we are going to align the twist so it really happens in the thoracic spine, just above the diaphragm, and not in the lower back, which is already flexible, and the cervical spine, which is flexible. So we don't need to really exercise that part at this moment. We actually would, and I'm going to call your awareness to it, we are going to just stabilize the hips. Stabilizing means that we're keeping it even, the hip bones, and twist from above. Also, the ancient rule in our yoga practice on the mat is that the spine is tall and the spine made out of vertebrates, as you know, and those have to have space in between them. And that's very, very crucial to create that space and keep that space as it is and not collapsing it. No matter what we do, we really want to keep that space. Okay? So, actually, in yin yoga, that's a different ballgame. But today we are not going to do yin. Good morning, Judy. Hello. I'm glad. Please, Judy, grab 2 blocks and have a wall space nearby. So let's start. Hello, good morning. My name is Andrea Kiss and this is Sun and Moon Yoga Channel. Today we are going to do twists. So let's get to our mat and practice. Right, so let's set up. So let's join. And as I said earlier, if your knees are sensitive for child's pose or lunges, please grab a blanket and place them underneath your knees. So we are sitting on our heels, and if it's not so easy, we sit on a pillow. If it's still not so easy, guys, and you cannot sit in this, you sit on a chair, turn to the wall, and your arms will go to the wall, and that's how you fold forward, okay? So let's move forward, placing the hands down. And I would like you to turn the blocks up to the highest setting, and the knees are slightly opened, so the ribs are going to land on the inner thighs, the hips are over the heels, and we stretch the arms out, keeping the hips and pelvis released down, and we fold forward. All right, so this is a nice and a hard and a challenging for some of you. So maybe you want to keep your head up and reaching the hips back and the hands away from the hips. If it's something that is too high, obviously go for the second sides of the block and continue from there. Now, another option is to place something underneath the forehead to bring the floor a bit closer to you. And once we found just the right edge
where we feel the stretch, we feel the challenge, but we are not suffering from sharp pain. Then we start a bit more mindfully breathing, just being aware of its presence. If you have been practicing for a longer time, you can even out your breath and see how the shoulders open, the upper arms rotate externally, and we extend through our arms. And breathe. Now please come back up, place your hands down, move back into an upright seat, breathing in and out. And let's lower the blocks down to the medium setting. If you were already there, let's do one more round with the medium setting. So arms are out in the front. So you also can imagine that you can do that at your desk. So just stay with the pose. Just imagine that you're sitting at your desk, or if that's what you want to do right now, just get up and sit at your desk. And as you push your chair away from the desk, you place your hands over the top of the desk and you extend your spine. Feet are parallel on the floor and you extend. So be creative with finding some little stretch all day long, every day. And then place your hands down to the floor, lift your chest up, and let's move the blocks down to the lowest setting and reaching the arms out to the front. And from here, let's lift the chest and slide the right hand underneath the left arm, reaching it across and placing the right shoulder, right arm, and the head down to the floor. Maybe this is the time when you're like, I need my block underneath my head. Okay? And breathe. Feel that the right shoulder blade is lifting and opening, and the space around the right shoulder blade is where I breathe into. Then press the left hand into the block. Look up. Come back to center. Take a breath in. Long exhale out. And reach your left arm underneath the right and twist. So it could be the case that placing the hand on the block is too much. Then you just place your hand down to the floor and you do it this way, or bend your elbow. Breathing. Then lift your head, place your hands down, come back up to a seat. Take your blocks a little bit further back and make sure that the wall is behind you. So we are going to come up to standing first and stretching our knees and leading the hips back to the wall. So I like to bend my knees for this one first. Releasing the head down, keeping the heels parallel and feet parallel to each other. And the sit bones are touching the wall. It actually should feel pretty okay, pretty good. Breathing, relaxing the neck down. And if you can stretch your knees, you do that. If you need to grab your blocks, you do that. Okay? You know, make the practice your own. Make it so that it feels that you can breathe. And then, please bring your feet together, parallel. And bend your knees a little more. Keep pressing at this point, the sit bones to the wall. Place your hands over your hips and come up, basically to Uttanasana. So, sitting down, and the part of the sacrum is at the wall. The knees are bent, feet and knees are together. And If this is way too hard for whatever reason, sit on a chair, please, and do exactly this sitting on a chair. So feet together, hip bones are evenly at the same level. Place the hands together at the heart and reach forward, tilt. So my sacrum tilts, my chest lifts, my shoulders relax. Pressing the palms into each other, pull the navel in and twist to the right. And press the palms into each other. This is the first place where you can stop, or crossing the left elbow over the right thigh. And breathe. Lifting the heart, pulling the floating ribs in, shoulder blades pull into the back, and we breathe. Twisting only from the rib cage and above, not from the hips. Then look back down, bring your hands down, center, sorry, not there. Then twist to the left, keep elongating the spine, crossing the right elbow over the left thigh. Knees are on one line, feet pressed to the floor, press the hands into each other, and lift the left shoulder up. Lift the left chest, the rib cage up, and breathe. That's a challenge for the thighs, I'm aware of that. Breathe. Then look down, bring your hands down, now all the way, and very carefully slide your hips up. Let your knees stretch slightly so you can release the quads a bit. Push away from the wall and simply come to an Uttanasana, forward fold. Separate your feet, hip width apart, relax the shoulders down and breathe. Place your hands over your hips, reach your heart and head up, bend your knees and push back up to standing. And we breathe. All right, so we're gonna do lunges. Place your feet forward first, come a little bit forward, and place the hands down to the ground and step your feet back. Actually, it is better if I take it off, even though I don't want to, because it's kind of cold in here. But because of the hoodie part, it bothers me. So, placing the hands down, stepping the heels on the baseboard, on the wall, and the other foot next to it, and here we are in our first down dog. Broadening the collarbones, opening the chest, extending through the arms and the torso, and the hips, pulling the navel in, and we enjoy. Bend knees, straight knees, whatever is your practice this morning, and breathe. And look forward, bring your right foot forward, step in between your hands eventually, place your hands down on the block and place the left knee down. So blanket is welcome. The right foot presses to the floor underneath the right knee. The hands are on the blocks and we reach through the sternum. The right hip pulls back, the left hip pushes forward so the hips are even. We reach up through the heart, through the head. Press the right foot down, inner arches lifted, place the hands together at the heart, twist to the right, press the palms into each other, and we twist to the right, opening the chest, pressing the palms into each other, and we breathe. Hips are squared, so this is the place where we really would love to give the lower back help to the twist, pull back from it. Do less. It's really working the thoracic spine, inviting the shoulders back. Look forward, place your hands down to the blocks, and then step your foot back. Stay here for a moment, breathe in and out. Then step the left foot between your hands. Come into your lunge, squaring the hips. So the left hip pulls back, right hip pushes slightly forward, front foot presses to the floor. Breathe. Hands come. And breathe. Press your back foot down. Engage your Back leg, place your hands to your heart. Twist to the left. So the hips square one more time. Keep them square as you reach your elbow over the thigh and press the palms into each other and breathe. Breathing. Then look forward, down. Turn your torso back. Wow. Place the hands on the blocks and reach your knee back. Place the blocks away for a second. Hands to the floor and take your heels back to the wall. Come back to down dog. Press your fingers to the ground. Elongate your spine, relax your head. And breathe. Now look forward and please step your right foot between your hands. Now we stay with high lunge, pressing the left heel to the wall and coming up. Engaging the left leg. All right. Then come forward, place your hands over your blocks, fingertips press down, and invite your right hip back, left hip forward. And breathe. Then place the left hand to the block, which is underneath your shoulder, and in level. Reach your right arm up and open the right rib cage towards the ceiling. Square your hips, engage the back leg, and twist. Invite the shoulder blades into your back a little. Shine through your sternum and breathe. And we let that twist purify and release and help us. Then look back down, lower the hand down. Come to lunge. Place the blocks away, place your hands down and step your right foot back to the wall. Down dog. And breathe. Lift through your arms, your torso. Then step your left foot between your hands. Keep the right heel at the baseboard or wall. Square your hips. Wow. Engage the back leg and find your balance. And breathe, pressing the heel into the wall. That helps tremendously. And really invite evenness back between your hip bones. Reach forward, place the blocks underneath your hands, engage the back leg, and again, align your hips. It's better to recognize that we have to align and keep doing the practice over and over than assuming that we are just doing it always right. So square your hips. Find the height for the block underneath the right hand. Press into your right hand. And then let's reach left arm up without moving the hips to any direction. Open the heart, reach the arms up and down. Or not, just placing the hand on the hip and breathe. Broaden and breathe. Look there, lower the arm there. Take your torso back to center. Place the blocks away. And step back, down dog. Press your fingers into the wall. Reach through your hips. Neutralize the spine. And breathe. Then look forward, step your right foot between your hands. And this time, place the hands over the blocks and step your left foot onto the wall and press the foot down. And if you look back, you can see that the left toes are pointing down to the floor. Square your hips and lift through your sternum. Pull the navel in. This can be highest level as well. And place your right hand on the right hip crease. Pull the right hip back and open the right rib cage up towards the ceiling. Staying here. Or reaching the right arm up. Head goes as far up as the neck allows it to. And we breathe. Take both shoulders into your back and breathe. That's a challenging one. Press your foot into the wall. Keep your legs engaged. And lower the right hand down, gaze down, hand comes back down, and step your foot back. Keeping the hands over the block, medium or lowest setting, step back to down dog. Bring back evenness and balance. Breathing. Engage your legs. And look forward and step your left foot forward between your hands. And step your right foot up on the wall. And press the foot into the wall. And elongating the spine. First we find Virabhadrasana 3, squaring the hips. Reaching through the heart. Pressing the right foot in. And squaring the hips. Squaring the hips over and over and over. Pull the navel in. That's a job. But keep the chest shining. And place your left hand on the left hip crease and press the right palm into the block. Pull the left hip back and then twist. You can check with placing the hand on the left rib cage, opening the chest, and then lifting the left arm up or not. And breathe. I don't know how you feel, but that's a healing practice. Agni is there, definitely. That fires. So today I drew the card transformation. And in yoga, transformation is happening through fire, for example. Through heating up the body and letting go what we no longer can use. If your arm is up, please lower it to the hip. Lower the gaze down, turn down. And place the blocks away. Foot comes back down to the bliss point. And simply step back to down dog. Breathe into your doggy. Then walk your feet and hands together. Bend your knees if you need to. Lift your hips, interlace your arms, and then roll the torso down. And breathe. Relax your head. Then place your hands to the floor and simply bend your knees even deeper until you come all the way down to the ground. Sit down and guide yourself back onto your back. Slowly. Hug your legs to your chest, relax the shoulders. We do first an even, symmetrical pose. Then open your arms out to the sides. Place your feet down first and take your knees to the left together. And this time you just relax into it. So there is no really alignment. But I would like to give you, I invite you to feel that you actually can relax into this. Whatever it means, you might need a blanket or a pillow between the legs or underneath the knee. And the checking point is my shoulder blades. Can I relax them? Down towards the ground. Is my neck relaxed or tight? And please breathe. Breathe softly. Hmm. Then take your knees back to center. We move everything to the other direction. So if you think about transformation, at least this is what I feel at the moment, only can happen if first I recognize what is actually happening in my life. So I take a few moments to see clearly. Not that what I wish for, but what is really happening. And then, once I have that inner understanding, I have a better chance to decide if I can want to really, that's the best way to approach it, to transfer and just do something different. Now, the first inquiry is hard. Stepping into knowing what is actually happening is not so easy. At least for me. Maybe it is for you. You know, for me, this practice is sacred. So I tend to be honest here. Please take your knees back to center. And to relax everything, just step the feet apart, knees together, and let your hands for a few seconds rest on your tummy. And we should feel like, just good. So the inquiry is, what do I feel right now at this moment? How can I describe the experiences in my physical body? You know, heavy, sensitive. One side is a little bit more relaxed than the other. Whatever it is. Am I cold? Am I hot, sweating? And then, once you have all that built up in your mind, then decide if this is the best action to take, just keeping yourself in that posture, or for you, it would be better to extend the legs out to the floor and come into a Shavasana shape. So, whichever was that, the answer is the right answer for you today. So, smile, relax your tongue, your chin, and smile. So if you are called to stay here longer, because it feels delicious, please stay with us. Okay? Don't get up. Give yourself an extra 5 to 10 minutes to relax. If you have work to do and you only signed up for a half an hour practice, then bend your knees, roll to your side, or just roll to your side and come up to a seat. So coming up to a comfortable seat. Any cross-legged, sitting on the heels, whatever it is. Sit up tall. Sit on your sit bones. Place your hands together at your heart. Slightly bow the head forward. Close your eyes. We send out our gratitude towards the opportunity that we can practice. We can ask questions and inquire healing and understanding in our lives through our practices. And we thank all our teachers who have led us to this very moment and ancestors who have paved the way so we could be born into this life and do what we were born to do. And to practice compassion is our goal. So please visualize a being or beings in front of your heart who is going through a more difficult time. And send a metta prayer to that being. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you live with ease of heart, whatever comes your way in life. May I see the truth. May I speak. May I feel it. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for being here, practicing with me. So that somebody asks a message. Oh, Sia Jolfi, my Hungarian friend from Berlin. Hi, girl. I hope you like this practice, Jojo. All right, so everybody, thanks for being here. And stay well, stay healthy, stay inside because it's snowing, and I know in Berlin it's very, very cold. So let's see each other on the mat again next week. And please stay with us and practice with us every day at 10 a.m. All the best, guys. Bye bye.